All right, everybody, welcome back to the channel. We are drilling. I drilled the well again. I added some lights this time, and it turns out that my logic was reversed. So now what we can do is we've got, 9,000 liters of oil. And for some reason, these chambers, they're slowly filling up. If I wait, they'll fill up, but I don't want to wait. We're just going to, I want to see some numbers here. So let's fire this up. And let's unplug that. This is just coming off the truck here. I'll plug it into there. And then this, hopefully now we should see the dials moving so we can kind of get a little bit of an estimate of what sort of fuel refinement we're getting out of a single unit. You know, there's a little bit of oil in there. Like I say, I'll have to wait for the whole system to be primed, which, you know, could take an hour or so. And then we'll go through the whole system. But the last video, I showed that we were producing liquid, but I wasn't able to show what types of liquid. So now I'm hoping that, oh yeah, see, look, it's burning. It's burning a lot more diesel this time. Oh, it's probably because I had it plugged in. There we go. Now we're refining. And that should be going... Yes, look at this. There's your jet fuel. And this is our diesel. So as you can see, yeah, it's about 1-to-1. Wow, it is going to take so long. Oh, there we go. So this is what's happening with the way that the system is pressurized with atmospheres and all that technical garbage, right? So now I'm trying to see like what all that has done to the system. Well, it's not bad, right? I imagine if you let this thing go for an hour or so, like that's enough for what, 2 full tanks in the diesel furnace? And out of 2 full, yeah, actually I think we're producing more than we're consuming, actually. Yeah. Yeah, so if we allow the system to prime, see it slows down and then it goes boom, 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 right? So if we allow the system to prime, I suspect that'll take away a lot of this lag effects that we're having in it. But that's pretty good. I mean, what is that? That's $600, you know, almost, right? That we'll have here in a few minutes. So we'll see. Let's see what we get out of a single run. I know these are low too, like they're obviously. The only thing I suspect is that because when you load these in now, they're full of compressed gases. So we need to find a way to figure that side of the system out. So what I will be doing next is I'll be building the modular system so we can get fuel off the rig and sell it. And when I do that, that is when I'm going to be looking at how these compressed gases act. I'll be going into in-depth on these gases, trying to see if I can put in a relief valve. Because eventually what I want to do is I want to add custom doors to the trucks, right? So we can close the doors and sit inside. And as I was saying, with the gas meters, because they have a composite, we should be able to balance now the pressures inside the tanks, right? Like, so that's what's happening now, is that there's probably, as we're pumping liquid into the tanks, we're also pressurizing the tanks, which, means it might take more energy to whatever, however all that stuff works. I'm not a scientist in that regard, right? I just don't know why it didn't work it's not working for this. But this will stop at 40,000, and these will go. Like, look at that, almost 200. Man, if we could hit 200, that'd be what is that? 1,800? No, $1,200 dollars right there. That's not bad. Oh yeah, see, it's equal. It seems like these two are going up equally. So. Yeah. And I mean, the offshore oil rig was similar. It moved pretty slow too. But I suspect once the system is primed, and we have a way to, and I figure out how these gases, how to give relief to the gas inside the chambers, which is what we're going to be figuring out next. I think then I might have to tap this hole one more time, and we'll be ready to get this whole process to flow. Right, because I might need to add relief valves to these tanks just to figure out how that works, right? I thought maybe if I add gas tanks and if I allow the pressure to leave this tank, let's say, into a gas tank and vice versa, that would help. And I tried that inside the submarine, but it didn't seem to have any effect. So, like I said, we'll have to see. It's obviously not pressurized coming out of the ground in atoms or whatever. Oh yeah, it seems to be going back a little bit there. So we'll do one full cycle. Yeah, see, now we're gaining. We're consuming, but now we're also gaining. So that's what I think, like, we just have to work our way through the gases. We just have to allow the system. Yeah, see, that's the buffer. We were gaining, and then it's like, but, well, we got to figure it out, right? Liquid level doesn't go below 8. So. Yeah, you see that big bump there to 24? And then it consumes it all. Oh, there, we turned off now. So just more of a, I think, oh yeah, now it's really filling up. Look at that. And what about these ones here? These ones here should be filling up too, actually. Oh, I get stuck on that. I'll have to. Just this one, now that we've run it through. Now it's just holding at, let's see what's going on here. Yeah, I would say at this point in time, it's sadly, it's like AFK o'clock, right? Where you just have to turn on the game and then go and do dishes or whatever while it's doing run missions. We'll probably run missions. while it's doing its thing. Yeah, you can see the oil in there now in the bottom. It's starting to fill up. Yeah, right on. So the next step, like I say, the next step in the process, now that we have a little bit of fuel here, that's 1800 right there, and then the diesel, which we could use, that's, you know, half a, yeah. Right, that's decent. If you just wait a little bit longer, if we run one more cycle, like if I had 2 of these going, one cycle, that's 1 full tank. So 2 cycles, we'd be able to fill this truck up full. And you saw how far we could get. We could pretty much cross this continent. You know, it's going to be laggy. Sorry, we could pretty much cross the continent. Cool. So yeah, so that's that. So it's working. It's up and running there. You can see the oil. You can see the oil there going inside the chambers. And now we just have to wait for the system to prime itself, and then just go with it. But it works. It's a little bit slower, you know. Maybe that's by design. I'm not sure. You never know, right? But there it is. There's the oil right there. Fantastic. So thank you so much for watching this one. In the next video, we are going to be looking at designing the modular system so we can extract the fuel. Yeah. So we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching, and have a wonderful day. Bye for now.